I was in court last Thursday, and the judge, even from the bench, mentioned that this was the heaviest docket that he had had in several years of practice as a judge.
A developing story we are watching this morning, that docket that man was just talking about, it's all related to evictions, which continue to be on the rise since the CDC moratorium ended in July. Well, even though a new moratorium was issued by the CDC, it does not apply to our state because of a ruling by the Sixth Circuit Federal Court. And News 4's Ryan Breslin is live this morning with where that currently leaves renters and tenants here in Tennessee. Good morning, Ryan.
Hey, good morning to you, Brittany. Well, it's leaving people in a bad spot, especially those people who've been behind on rent for months. It basically means that everything is now on the table for tenants and landlords, doubling the fallout.
All of the cases that had been filed and scheduled beforehand have been pushed off until the beginning of August, as well as once we realized that the eviction moratorium was going to expire in Tennessee, that's when landlords who had been holding off also started following.
Attorney Zach Oswald with Legal Aid Society says people facing evictions need to follow 3 steps. Apply for rent relief immediately, go to court explaining your situation to the judge, landlord, and attorneys, and reach out to an attorney like him at Legal Aid. Both he and the advocacy group Red Door Collective describe how many people being served a detainer warrant for not paying rent don't know what to do and have no one on their side. Because of that, they might not follow the process correctly, either skip court or vacate the property, and have an eviction on their permanent record, which in turn may prevent you from renting again. Red Door Collective says they've been looking at all the current detainer warrant data, finding that there are about 150 evictions a week on average. In July alone, they say almost 640 detainer warrants were filed with 526 eviction rulings.
The detainer warrant is meant to be a notification of a court date. But so many times we see detainer warrants that are being put on people's doors and it doesn't have the court date on it. Or it'll say something like earliest Tuesday, which technically means that the earliest date that the plaintiff's lawyer shows up. We know from the data that the vast majority of judgments that are like awarding possession, so awarding the eviction, are because they're by default. So we're tracking the judgments, and it's like 75% of the time the reason why people are kicked out of their homes is because they didn't show up to court.
And that's why they say it's so important to show up to court. Once again, there is no way or no mechanism to expunge an eviction off a tenant's record. For a full list of ways to find rent relief, you can go to our website, WSMV.com. Brittany?